Hello YouTube, this is David here. Pardons for my voice, I'm feeling a bit under the weather today, but I really wanted to make this video for you guys. So this is a video tutorial of installing a illuminated star option on a 2017 Mercedes-Benz GLE. This tutorial likely will work from between 2012 to 2019 MLs and GLEs Mercedes-Benz. So okay, let's get into it here. So I took a trip to China and they were selling these illuminated stars for about $20 to $30 US each, which is a lot cheaper than what you can find on Amazon, which is around like $50 I believe. The bad news is actually it's slightly different than the OEM star. As you can see, the left one is the OEM star and the right one is the one I got in China. So as you see, overall the star looks a little bit thicker around the edges as well as the star itself. But the good news is I checked the mounting points and they all appear to be the same. So I'm hoping that once that's installed, you really can't tell a difference. Other differences is, well, then I also thought maybe I can take this star off and put it on here, but it turns out that the OEM star actually has a little piece here to note where is the top, and the aftermarket star I bought doesn't have that piece, so it won't, you can't retrofit it essentially unless you try to shave down this piece here, which I'm not going to. I'm just going to install it as is, and then hopefully it's going to look just the same really. When you get your star, first thing you want to do is put a 9-volt battery in and see it lights up. In my case it does, if you see that. Brightness is actually pretty good on this one, so I'm happy that mine does work. So okay, next step, let's try to mount this thing. Alright, so you see I have this star partially placed in already. I elected to choose to have basically one of the edges, the tips, to designate that as my top center, and I did that basically by looking at the where the wire's orientated. So let me take this thing out and show you guys really quick what I mean. So if you take a look at this, hopefully yours comes out the same as mine, the patterns. So I chose that wire where it's coming out of as the top, and I basically just fed it through in from here, and I'm gonna feed the other bit of the wire from the main engine fuse box all the way through the styrofoam and out into past the AC condenser and to connect up to this connector here. So you can see here there's little grooves here in which you just line up, right? So let's go to that. Put it in there. 1 second. Placed in like this, perfectly flush with the housing, the grill. We go ahead and install our taper fuse along with preparing a ring terminal onto these two lead wires that will connect to the illuminated star. So to start off, you want to strip off the leads about 1/4 inch, and what I like to do, I like to bend them back so it makes a kind of like a fatter head. That way it can hold up snugger into the ring terminal here, and as well as the fuse tap here. So just go ahead and bend them back and slot them in. Alright, as you can see, I got my fuse tap ready to go, crimped. Also got the terminal down there for the ground. Decided to use this ground terminal here. The reason why is I couldn't find a ground terminal inside this box. I think it's underneath the box, or perhaps the whole box is grounded, but nevertheless I couldn't find a direct lead, so we're gonna do this. If you guys find a way to ground it within this fuse box, let me know. Leave the comments below. It will surely help people out. So once again, we've got a ground terminal here and we got a taper fuse here. So it's important to make a note that these two fuses are actually in parallel. So the way it works is that if one fuse blows, for example the illuminated star one, this one blows, then this fuse will still be good to go, right? That way you don't want to tie two circuits together in series. I mean, I read some things on the forum where people were tying the illuminated star hardwired directly into the headlight. Yeah, I don't know. I prefer the tap and fuse way. I mean, this is a Mercedes-Benz after all, so you gotta be careful with that. Anyways, so tap and fuse, what I'm told is actually the bottom one is where the original fuse should go into, and the top one is the new circuit that you're adding. So the original circuit's on bottom and new circuit's on top. So I already, to save you guys some time, I already went through everything in terms of where to tap this fuse into. I mean, these two are actually the 20 amps here. They're actually for the headlights. Alright, you guys, there it is. The car started up, engine's on, and the light looks beautiful. Alright, man. Tell me how your install goes. Leave the comments below. Have a good one, you guys.